Let's talk about habitual behavior in the present, get used to, and be used to. Okay. If you go to habitual behavior in the present, we will talk about the present simple. Let's go. Frequency adverbs. And well, respect for those two. Let's go with the present simple. In your book on page 209, you will find an explanation which says that the present simple is used for habitual actions or permanent situations in the present. I repeat, habitual actions or permanent situations in the present, obviously. And frequency adverbs are used to indicate how often an action occurs. So, how often an action occurs. Well, important respect for frequency adverbs. The position, they are usually placed before the main verb, yeah, or after the verb to be, or an auxiliary. Alright, so let's see again. Present simple, page 209, okay. Habitual actions or permanent situations. Frequency adverbs, how often an action occurs. They are placed before the main verb or after the verb to be or an auxiliary. Alright? Which frequency adverbs do we have? Well, you know them. Let's go with them. If you are listening to me, you will say always. You will also say normally. You will say frequently. You will say sometimes, often, occasionally. Yep. These ones I am just writing here, yes, can also be placed at the beginning of the sentence. That is, not only before the verb, before the main verb, or after the verb to be, but at the beginning of the sentence. These ones, alright? Yeah. And what happens with sometimes, and quite or not very often, sometimes and quite or not very often, those two can be placed at the end of the sentence. So I repeat, those two can be placed at the end of the sentence, and usually, normally, frequently, and sometimes also can be placed at the beginning. But most of the frequency adverbs will be before the main verb or after to be. Alright? Okay, so frequency adverbs, let me remove the music. Sorry. Frequency adverbs are used to express habitual behavior in the present, and obviously with the present simple. Right. What happens with adverb phrases? Adverb phrases. Listen, adverb phrases are not frequency adverbs. They are phrases, sintagmas adverbiales, if you want. Alright? Other phrases such as now and again, from time to time, twice a week. Let's see an example. Twice a week. This is an example. Twice a week. Alright? You see, it is a syntagma. It is a phrase. It is not an adverb, but another phrase. Well, this one and others can be placed at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Okay? Beginning or end of the sentence. If you look at page 209, you will see an example which says, I see Paul at work every day, and from time to time we have lunch together. Or we have lunch together from time to time. Or twice a week. Doesn't matter. This is habitual behavior in the present. Let's go with alternatives. The present continuous. Present continuous. For us, always is a way of expressing things which occur frequently and which the speaker finds annoying. For example, my brother is always complaining about something. You feel that what your brother does is annoying, is disturbing. You don't like it, okay? Adjectives can be used as an alternative to rarely, normally, and not usually. Okay, you can say it's rare, it's not usual, whatever, for him to eat meat. For this example, I recommend you to go to page 209. I will not include it here. We have also the phrase or the verb tend to. Tend to plus, obviously, infinitive. Tend to is used to make general statements about the habitual actions and situations of groups of people or individuals. For example, British people tend to drink tea rather than coffee. La gente inglesa o británica tiende a beber té más que café. Tend to, yeah, an habitual behavior in the present. Will plus infinitive, will, is another way of talking about habitual behavior. Okay, she'll sometimes spend the whole day reading. She will sometimes spend the whole time reading, the whole day reading. Ella no lo podemos traducir. We cannot translate because it wouldn't sound natural in Spanish, but it is another way. And what else? And I think that's all. You have one more example in number 5. It's not like someone to do something. Please have a look at it, okay? But those 3 are the main ones for me, which doesn't mean that the others, you don't need to know them, okay? Finally, habitual behavior in the past. Well, in order to talk about habitual behavior, not in the present, but in the past, we have the past simple for regular actions. Don't look at it because this is not the habitual behavior. This is not the slide. In the past, we have the past simple. Yeah, regular actions or habitual behavior in the past, often with a frequency adverb. For example, like in the book, I hardly ever went away on holiday when I was young. Casi nunca iba de vacaciones cuando era joven, ¿no? Or used to, yeah, plus infinitive. Used to is the equivalent to in the present usually. Yeah, but used to is for the past, and usually is for the present. Okay, so equivalent. Past habits, or situations. For example, we used to have a cat, but he died last year. Or I always used to walk to work until I bought a car. Yeah? Be careful with the negative. The negative is the then use. Yeah? Don't include here the D. Okay? No, because the past is here. This is the negative. And one more. Would plus infinitive. Would plus infinitive is used to talk about past habits. Sorry. Yeah, past habits. Never past situations. No situations. Sorry. Okay. Therefore, my father would often read to me when I was a young um, boy. So, my father used to read to me. Read is a habit, an action, not a situation. So when we talk about habits, we are talking about actions, okay? And would is employed to talk about past habits, past actions, never situations, okay? Those three. We have one more thing, this last slide, which is the difference between be used to or get used to. Be used to plus noun or gerund ing, which means be accustomed to. For example, Julia is used to working with many people. This is something she knows, something she usually does. You know what I mean? In the present, in the past. She was used to working with people when she was 30 years old. Okay? Alright. And get used to plus noun also or gerund, doesn't matter, means not be but become accustomed to. For example, I want to leave Paris. I can't get used to the heat, yeah, or to the people. So the difference between be used to and get used to is the fact of being or becoming, or in Spanish if you want. Be used to significa estar acostumbrado, estar acostumbrada a, da igual que en el presente o en el pasado, get used to, acostumbrarse, no estar acostumbrado. Okay? Well, those points: habitual behavior in the present, some alternatives, habitual behavior in the past, and of course the difference between be used to and get used to are the points of grammar, of language focus of this unit